Hello, welcome to the Wealth Transfer. My name is Terry Saka. I know last week we were talking about central banks and how they have actually been buying a substantial amount of gold. But today I want to take it into the pension system a little bit because I do want to show a major city in the United States and I want to show the outline of what their pension system looks like. But more importantly, this is an indicator of probably 24 cities big cities within the United States. And it just shows the state of affairs. But the macro, remember, keep the macro in vision, meaning the bigger picture. This isn't a weekly financial update. This is a program that was designed to bring the concepts of what really is going on out there in the Luciferian world and what we in the kingdom should be looking out for so we can be properly protected, properly diversified. So while we go into today's program, please keep in mind, this is a bigger picture. Something isn't right in the system. It hasn't been for years. And I know, people are doing well. People are doing better. I get it. I'm having conversations with them. Before we get started, I want to get into this because I'm having a conversation. Many people, good people, smart people, hardworking, making money. Very few have an understanding of the big picture of the world. Like they don't know anything about China or Russia really, or Europe, or what's really going on in the global financial expansion, the money printing. So many people haven't a clue. And it's a shocker to me because really we should be focused. I guess, no, it shouldn't be a shocker. It's not that we're just not being told. America, we are not being told the bigger picture. So much of what we've become is Hollywood, dramatic lies, deceptions, which you can put in the umbrella of Luciferianism. And we're talking about everything. The mainstream media lies to you all the time. Social media will eliminate stories that protects the socialist, communist, liberal left. And they're focusing the narrative, meaning they're denying free speech. That ought to scare the pants out of most people. And there are those people that are fighting it, but not enough. So what we're being taught in the news isn't the reality that is on the ground. Yes, it's working out so far. Yes, there looks like there's economic improvements and the numbers are changing. But that doesn't mean the big picture's changed. Matter of fact, if you look at the big picture, you will be shocked at the world's explosive, not only money printing, but what it's going to do to your bottom line, what it's going to do to your buying power. At the end of the day, folks, all of this is about our ability to buy something with what we're working hard to earn. That's it. College education, rent, food, cars, insurance, clothes, whatever it is, savings for retirement. But we're shown false data. We have crossed over. Now, maybe it's because I'm a little older and I'm able to see, maybe because I'm also deeper in the spirit, a truth. I don't think so. Something changed in our world in the 90s. Something started changing. We started becoming incredibly unethical, immoral. Lucifer is everywhere, dividing us. Folks, as much as you want to think it has nothing to do with the color of your skin. I will go along with the same quote. It has to do with the content of your character, which is the spirit. And many people are under Luciferian spirits, especially on the left side of politics. Just look at that latest hate hoax that just happened. I mean, it's just ridiculous what they do on the left, and they cover everything up. The same thing, unfortunately, is in your financial. It's in your government. We had an illegal, unconstitutional coup, and yet nobody is aware of that. And your finances are being hid the same way, and this is the point. We cannot veer from this. Understanding, anyway, that there's a bigger picture here, because what's going to happen, it's going to clobber us over the head when we wake up one Sunday night, in the middle of the night, get that feeling, And then come Monday morning, there it is. And I'm not talking recession or collapse, although that's coming anyway because the numbers don't make sense. I'm talking major shifts. We've already started seeing it in ironic ways. The socialist left in Europe is now shifting to populist. Not sure they're going to succeed. The socialist left and the liberal lying left in this country is dominating education, media. They dominate the narrative on your children. Half the stuff, if not more, they tell you is flat out lies for who knows what agenda, except it's Luciferian. And you can't have a conversation with them because most of it is from references of false information. They've rewritten our history. So whatever it is, fine. I could care less to the certain point because we can't stop it because too many of us don't care. Now, we did elect Donald Trump to try to stop something, but look at the right. It's not just the left and the liberals and the socialists. Look at the right. Look at those that are trying to protect for cheap labor. So what about us, the people, right? Look about those on the right that are sabotaging our president. Listen, folks, it's coming, whether we want to know or not. Something bigger is there, and you have to see the data to find out. So I want to read you a few things here. This one specifically is a good one. This is what's going on. This is from Alexander Tyler. A democracy cannot exist as a permanent form of government. It can only exist until people discover they can vote themselves largesse out of the public treasury, welfare, freebies. From that moment on, the majority always votes for the candidate promising the most benefits for the public treasury, with the result that democracy always collapses over a loose fiscal policy, to be followed by a dictatorship. Goes on and on. Our founding fathers were awesome people. Now, Masons, this and that, I get it. But I mean, they knew what the battle was. They knew what was getting ready to take place in America. Without going too deep, there are so many cool things about America. You have no idea. And it's not Christopher Columbus. It's Sir Walter Raleigh. It's the other, what's the other guy? Scott? Francis Bacon. That's the one. Go research Francis Bacon. That's who discovered America. But I'm talking our fathers. We have this group who were Luciferian, kind of supposed to be Christian. And then we had this group Puritans who were real warriors. But these guys knew stuff. Look at this quote from Thomas Jefferson. If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their money, first by inflation and then by deflation, the banks and corporations that will grow up around them will deprive the people of their property until their children will wake up homeless and on the continent their fathers conquered. It's going on right now. They are controlling the inflation and deflation right now. That was hundreds of years ago. You see, wait until you see. I know I'm going a little long on this, but it's because I want this big picture to be understood. Wait until you see this city and this pension system. The data is phenomenal. I got to take a quick break, but I tell you what, I would definitely, this is not about economic collapse, not about that moment in time. This is about the bigger picture of you being prepared for what is coming that you're not going to be able to change once it happens. It'll be difficult. Get diversified away from the paper system. It is fake, it isn't real, and it's going to zap your buying power. I highly recommend being diversified in tangible assets, and you're going to understand as you continue to see the data here at the Wealth Transfer. Here's a good place to get started. Check it out.
Terrorism, a volatile stock market, rising food costs, natural disasters. Every day our economy is at risk, but your assets should not be. Cornerstone Asset Metals is here to help you protect and preserve what you have worked so hard to gain. Whether you have IRAs to protect, 401ks to preserve, or cash in the bank, our accredited asset management specialists are here to support you. Call now and we'll send you urgent information regarding changes to the dollar and challenges to our economy that you need to be prepared for. Learn how easy it is to roll over your current IRA or 401k into a physical precious metals IRA. We can even arrange to have your precious metals stored in a private vault or send it directly to your home. Do not delay. Call 888-747-3309 or register online at cornerstoneassetmetals.com today. Invest in precious metals and create security in your future today. Call now.